Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here with you every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who've kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. So, hello, hello. I'm glad you like the kitties. It's made me very happy. Oh, the sweetness. And if you're new around here, this is kind of how we do. We get together and we just look at politics. I don't do personal readings, but we start up here with art and color, and here with friends. And you're not alone. We're in this together. And then we go down into the bog of eternal stench and look at the politics, and then we come back up and we get on with our day. And the great thing about it is that at the end of the day, we get to be in our heads, not the absolute dumpster fires that are these heinous people. There we go. All right. So, oh, how do you like the nails? It's a pretty color. Okay. So today, I don't know what I'm using. I don't know what deck this is. If you recognize the back, let me know. It's one of the other, a few years ago, I bought a few learning decks because I was thinking about making one. And I wanted to see how different people were doing it. And I saw these there, and I'm like, well, why am I not using them? I mean, I know how to read the cards, but some of my cards are getting a little beaten up, a little long in the tooth. So I figured I'd get these out and use them. Oh, Amy Jones likes this color combination. Excellent. All right, so on today's episode, Mike Johnson, Speaker Mikey the heretic, his budget adds more debt than the first 220 years of this country combined. Yeah. Canada says it's looking to join a major European defense plan over the next 5 years and reduce its reliance on U.S. defense. Well done, Dumpy. But, oh boy. Okay, so we're starting at 3 minutes, 15 seconds in. We're starting in with, we have some more positive news at the end. Anyway, we've been trying to make that a regular thing. Okay. Joe Scarborogh went on a rant about Speaker Mikey this morning. Speaker Mikey, the liar, heretic. Yeah, him. And Joe dropped a particular fact. Think about this. From George Washington's term, the beginning of George Washington's term, through the end of Barack Obama's term in January of 2017, the United States of America did not increase the national debt by as much as Mike Johnson's budget increases the national debt over the next decade. He is not only a complete liar about his religion, complete liar. Tell me you're Christian, and then, oh yeah, cut all of that help for the poor, cut all of that, kick as many strangers out, do as much, yeah. But you're holier than thou. Take several seats, sit down. But now it's, I'm a fiscal conservative. You are not. He's an opportunist, and he has the moral fiber of a spider web. Oh, that was inconvenient, but it's gone now. Wow. So, excuse me. Johnson's budget, this budget they're talking about, the House budget, adds between 20 and $37 trillion to the U.S. debt. But tell me again, you're fiscal conservative, and you know how many of that is going to go to the poorest, go to feed children who are hungry? Nah. No. Add to their tax burden. We're going to give all this money to the super rich and massive corporations. But tell me again how fiscally conservative and how Christian you are. He's scum. Mike Johnson is scum. Anyway, so will more people start calling him out? Will more people start twigging that, wait, hang on a second, this budget is heinous. Yes, Dave. Joni Ernst. Everyone's going to die anyway. These people have never heard of the concept of try to leave things better than the way you found them. Deb, see, that's true. Democrats always have to clean up the GOP messes. 100%. It's such a liar. Oh, look, it's the devil right in the middle. Selfishness, money grubbing. Yeah. Anyway, Eight of Wands. Oh, and he's also pushing President Dumpster Fire's agenda. So it's all kinds of stuff. Not listening to decency. Yeah. So this is the country, and the burden they are trying to put on this country is staggering. $20 to $37 trillion added to the national debt over the next 10 years with zero benefit for those who are the most desperate and hungry. Devil. Absolute corruption. Absolute unconscionable garbage. Page of Cups. We should be helping those who are vulnerable. Now, Seven of Wands, that is MAGA being on the defensive. So good. I wish it was more. Then again, I haven't been... oh, thank you, Amanda. I haven't been getting good cards about the budget, though. This heinous, the big bonkers budget. And bonkers is the clean word I can use for it. But are people really going to wake up to this? And Burns says, public service is a misnomer. Why, yes, exactly. Ooh, Moon, chaos. Ten of Swords, ouch. Six of Pentacles, charity. King of Cups. And so what's going to happen? We know, you don't need me. You don't need me to tell you what's going to happen. You don't. There will be chaos and pain. And then guess what happens? People realize you can't trust Republicans, so they vote for Democrats. And then after a few years of this, they start believing the Republican lies again. At some point, he's got a twig. I mean, you'd think. At some point, he's got a twig that if you want if you want things to be working, if you want government to even remotely work for the people, and you don't want to end up in stupid wars, and you don't want to just funnel a giant funnel of money to the ultra rich and the military industrial complex, vote for Democrats and just keep voting for Democrats. So, ish. Thank you, Ms. Gibson. Amanda says that Becca from House of Lenormand, we love Becca from House of Lenormand. She just posted an AP article that there is a lawsuit for the 2024 election interference in New York. Let's see if something comes out of it. Ooh, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Chris Cole saying, I hate solar flare time. My computer screen is hecka slow because of massive buffering. So frustrating. I'll stay as long as I can keep up. I'll likely have to watch later. I'm sorry. But there are there are, they're big. Trying to juggle too much in my head. Solar flares. Yes, there's a massive solar flare. Do you know how they can tell that a solar flare is coming toward us? Because they can't just stare at the sun. You can't just like stare right at the whole of the sun. So what they do is they stare at the sun with a black circle covering the body, the main body. And they watch the flares that come off the sides. And it's when the flare is visible all the way around at the same time, they know it's coming toward us. So I thought that was interesting. All right. Yeah. Yes, that was Sir Alfred. Brave Sir Alfred Pumpkin was just passing through. He stopped at the buffet. All right. Okay. 12:30. 12:30. Did I just erase half of the? Yes, I did. I don't know how. Quit. So, Kristen from Uncover the News. Thank you. I was asking, Canada says it's looking to join a major European defense plan over the next 5 years and reduce its reliance on U.S. defense. This is yet another step in aligning Canada closer to the EU than the U.S. and may put a crimp in Trump's plan for his Golden Dome. Because, the U.S. went to Canada, I was talking about the Golden Dome. Trump wants the Golden Dome, gross. And Canada said, ew, no. So go Canada. God King Tony Clifton. I love that. That's such a great username. All right. I love reading. So, so what's going to happen with Canada? Closer ties to the EU. The question here is specifically about is President Dumpster Fire ticked off about the defense deal Canada is doing with the EU? Yes, just yes. But Mayor said Canada and the Golden Dome, but not California. Oh, see, I hadn't heard that. Oh, of course. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. That's very sweet. It always shocks me when Autumn says she's gotten dinged. Oh, by YouTube? Yeah. Our Autumn is probably the least offensive person walking this earth. You're very sweet. Thank you. I do sometimes swear. I just don't do it. I never do it on camera. But sometimes. Sometimes they make me really mad. Anyway. Oh, Warrior Witch. I had a rough start to the week. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Oh, hang in there. Hang in there. Whew. Rita, do put your questions in the chat before I come on. I'm always looking for good questions. Okay, so Canada. We'll get back to Canada. 1510. See, we're in this together, and sometimes a little distraction as we're trying to be good to each other, be supportive of each other. So at 1520. Okay, so Canada says it's looking to join a major European defense plan over the next 5 years and reduce its reliance on the U.S. defense. And this may put a crimp in Trump's plan for his Golden Dome. I just get so grossed out. Burns says Autumn Scott Hogarth drawing clothes on the tarot newts. Really? Bless. Well, Canada is showing good judgment, and I'm an American. I'm a member of these United States, and I'm like, good for you, Canada. Ace of Swords. Well, that's a big military thing floating in the sky as Tor, even though obviously the Gold Dome isn't a real thing. Eight of Pentacles. A lot of work, a lot of cost, but you have the orange disaster, the national embarrassment in the White House. There's the Empress and the burden of the far right. And we just end up more and more isolated. Oh, well. Curious about this dome thingy. What's it? I can't keep saying Golden Dome. I'm gonna need some mint Tums or something if I keep saying that. Thank you, Amy. Thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness you're here. Thank you. Really, it makes a huge difference. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Valerie. You do you, Canada. You do you. 17. I hope that a lot of Canadians realize how many people in the U.S. absolutely despise this entire administration. But so the Trump's Golden Dome. How about that? What's going to happen with the Golden Dome? Is he really talking about setting it up so California isn't covered? Really? Veronica, I like that. How about a dumpy free zone? It's a dumpy free dome. There we go. Tripping over my words today. Goodness. It's a lot of sleepless nights and worry. Anxiety. Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess. Three of Wands. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Well, High Priestess is the only major arcana here, which is higher wisdom. In this case, it might be literally higher. It's expensive. Of course, on the right, of course, Dumpy and his ilk, they'll find some way to benefit. This is their ship coming in with the money and the fruits of their labor. It's a grift. It's just a grift. But we're going to get through this. Debsy says he said he's going to leave California to fend for themselves. Oh, okay. But you're the president of the whole U.S., huh? Or should California just leave? because California leaves, and you're not only, how many people are in California at this point? The last I heard, wasn't it like 50 million? Or is it more than that? Plus the sheer amount of tax revenue they send in. So, for what it's worth, the whole Golden Dome thing, are they trying to use military money that's already been allocated, or are they trying to make this a new thing? Because if they're trying to put this through in the big bonkers budget or something like that, it's not looking great. See, this is the people who really need help. There's the government, and there's the far right feeling very, very beaten up. Justice for the reading. I'm not entirely convinced. Would anyone be able to have a quick Google search and let us know what where's the money for the Golden Dome supposed to come from? Anyway, and I'll come back to that if we get better information. Okay. Giovanna, where is she moving to? Okay. At 22:30. Cosmic Goat Lady was asking, will there be a trigger point, like a violence or public meltdown that forces Trump's staff or allies to turn on him? I see JD Vance foaming at the mouth to be in charge. That's true. Unfortunately, he's almost as bad as the cult leader himself. So, I like that, Danette. Maybe you should call it the Big Bozos budget. I like that. That's good. N8 says, is it Stefan Burns? He's a YouTuber who covers solar activity, earthquakes, etc. as is it professor of geophysicists and spirituality? Something? I didn't quite understand. Dorinda says the first amount of money for the Golden Dome will be from the Big Bonkers budget. I don't think, the Big Bonkers budget is, the cards even there were bad for that. That's what it felt like, but I wanted to make certain. All right. Will there be a trigger point, like violence or a public meltdown, that forces Trump's staff or allies to turn on him? I see Shady Vance, foaming at the mouth to be in charge so he can... Yes, because we need an absolute raging misogynist. A man who has... I shouldn't say that. I won't say that. Okay, I'll just stop there. Okay. Is there something that will get people around Dumpy to be like, that's it? Obviously, the ones closest to him, your Goebbels and your, they're going to stay. But Wheel of Fortune, they've come this far, 5 of Wands. It's stirring things up. Four of Cups, the joy they get from refusing decency and kindness. Dumpy's victory. Charity. No, I'm not getting a break. I'm not getting any kind of breakup. I'm getting, as long as they're getting some benefit, they'll stay in the. I get the Lover's card for the cult, and then the Four of Wands is the card I get. It's almost like the cult compound, or Mar-a-Lago, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, they know what they're in for. So. M. Kelby says the dome is just another way to funnel money to Muck and Starlink. Yeah, pretty much. I just got a message. Something popped up about the... Where was it? Watching... Oh, I don't know where it is. One second. Oh, okay. All right, Brian. Sorry, I thought I can't get in the chat. Okay, sorry about that. I thought there was something headliney. So, but we're good. All right. Ms. Gibson is saying, according to the Washington Post, the money for the Golden Dome is supposed to come from the budget of $25 million. Really? $25 million? They're saying they can do that for $25 million? Really? Huh. Oh, and 8. I thank you for being here. All right. Well, speaking of going against President Dumpster Fire, Dumpy attacked Senator Rand Paul. Now, this is one of those moments of, oh, just grab something to drink and sit back. This gives us 25 billion. Yeah, it'd be more like it, but no. Just, okay, so President Dumpster Fire is attacking Rand Paul. Go ahead. Don't let us get in your way. Go ahead. Just, yeah. Yeah, he is like that. Oh, I have noticed. Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah. Dumpy accused Paul of siding with the radical left Democrats. Rand Paul. For opposing the big bonkers bill. Trump warned that if Paul votes against the bill, quote, the great, G-R-E-A-T, all caps, great people of Kentucky will never forgive him, unquote. How do you know? Dumpy also falsely claimed that rejecting the bill would cause a first ever U.S. debt and default and a 68% tax increase. And hang on, let me see. I'm sure there's got to be something here. So this is if the big bonkers bill one second. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, so let's see. So Trump falsely claimed that rejecting the bill would cause a first ever U.S. debt default. He knows all about bankruptcy, all about over and over and over and over and over and over. Yeah. And a 68% tax increase. Okay, random number generator, 1 through 100. Okay, generate. Oh, 78. It'll cause a 78% tax increase. Oh, no, hang on. It will cause a 44% tax increase. Yeah. Nope, just a flat 50. Just a flat 50. Yeah. Oh no, it's only going to be 28%. 68% tax increase. Oh my gosh, how do they lie? How do they lie so much and their noses don't fall off? How do they sit anywhere with their pants on fire? Every day, all the time. Some of the rude things that go through my head sometimes. 68. Anyway, Rand Paul. I'm just going to read on this and see what comes up because I don't want to read directly on. I've read on the big bonkers bill. Rand Paul is a thorn in everybody's side, and he enjoys that. Ace of Pentacles, huge amounts of money. Communication, out in the cold. Temperance, there's the country. What is this Chariot? What's the Chariot? Need more information on that. So I'm not getting good cards on the big bonkers budget bill. It's possible that the longer this drags out, the more people become aware of what's in that stupid thing, because that the bonkers budget bill, because if they had just been able to just quickly just get this done and it's over there, it would be kind of like, oh, it's done. But the more this could, because this could literally, the continuing resolution is through September, is it? So you literally have month after month after month where more of what's in there comes out and has time to come out and be digested. So more and more people get upset. The people who are for this gargantuan heinousness, they feel on the defensive. There is so much in there. And of course, there are also things that will make certain individuals feel gain from that. But this is a moving on. So please continue to argue amongst yourselves. The mad dogs and vipers can just anyway. Walter is saying, Tommy, my new cat is a cute boy. Oh, Tommy. So Tommy has a new forever home. Oh, bless. Thank you for giving Tommy a forever home. Oh. Okay. With the sweetness. Whew. Okay. Yes, Raymond. Be the reason that someone still believes in good people. I like that. Oh, Alabama Cajun is saying the Chariot could represent money slipped out through Bitcoin and that sort of, yeah. It could be. It's the more that comes out, the more people are going to realize what's in. The longer it takes, the more is going to come out about it. And that's not good for them. That's not good for their side. Colludi, no. No, it wouldn't. Anyway. So, okay. At 35:30, the New York Times reports the FBI is in chaos under Trump's appointee Kash Patel. We never would have guessed. We're shocked. Agents are being fired, reassigned, or pushed into early retirement without cause. Yes, water is wet, sky is blue. Polygraph tests are being used to find leakers. Dan Bongino is helping to lead the purge. The leadership board on the FBI's official site is now outdated because so many officials have been removed. Former officials say the message is clear, quote, nobody is above the law except Mr. Dumpster Fire himself, unquote. Is this a successful authoritarian purge of federal law enforcement? That's a really good question. Because that level of paranoia actually isn't good for them. That isn't how you build loyalty. That isn't how you, but then again, they have no idea how to build loyalty because they have none. If they weren't just some of the most selfish human beings on the face of the earth, they wouldn't be supporting this would-be emperor. Purging. Yeah, the sheer amount of the paranoia, the lie detector, hours and hours of lie detector tests, and oh, Claude, thank you. Thank you. It really makes a big difference. Thank you. All right. And, oh, pathetic. Oh. Though that makes me feel a little bit better. They're purging the FBI. It's going to become is it going to become the worst of the worst of the police state taking us out of our beds in the middle of the night. No. If it is, it's not for long before the courts get involved. There are people. There are still people in the FBI who are there for the right reasons. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Little tiny. Kash Patel and Kristi Noem and the others who have they've geared up the lie detector tests and for basic just workers. It's small. How small and pathetic do you have to be? Two of Cups, Three of Cups, which basically means at some point it's the more liberal people who are there for the right reasons, and we get more Democrats winning in the government, in elections, etc., etc. Because what Kash Patel, Kristi Noem, those all their ilk, they're just tiny and pathetic. So I'm happy that I'm seeing some good future, which goes along with some of the other readings. They really are pathetic. So, But is there going to be damage done to these institutions? In the short term, absolutely, unfortunately. In the long term, what do we do? What do we do as Democrats? What's the first thing we do when we get into office? We clean up the mess the Republicans left every single time. Every time. So, okay. All right. This is weird. Josh Hawley, who I would not trust as far as I could throw him. Oh, at 41. An unlikely alliance between Republican Senators Cindy Hyde-Smith and Josh Hawley and Democratic Senators Tim Kaine and Kirsten Gillibrand. An alliance supporting a new bipartisan bill in Congress that would make childbirth free in the United States of America. Josh Hawley. Will this gain traction? Yeah, exactly, Veronica. What? Yes, Beth, that's true. They want those white babies. We know that. But still, if it could accidentally help the most vulnerable, but it shouldn't be reason enough to support this budget. But no, apparently this is a separate bill. Make childbirth free in America. Is it going to also fund school lunches? And yeah, exactly, which doesn't help with raising the kids. No. There may come a day. But no, with the Republicans having as much trouble as they are with their budget bill, Ace of Swords, far right stirring things up, Three of Swords, no. Nope, try again. Try again in the future, but no, this isn't. They're already having big trouble with funding. So, okay. All right. So, all right, let's have a look at the latest international news, which is about Poland. For what it is worth, and I am not, no one who does this is 100% accurate. That's not how this works. We read on the collective energy and do the best we can. I was getting that the election in Poland was going to be incredibly close. I maybe wishful thinking. I was getting it would go slightly to the, I don't know, reasonable. It didn't. Poland voted for the right-wing candidate. What does this mean for security and stability in Europe? Poland, hi. Look, I know I don't have, considering the country I'm in right now, I don't have a way to really, I'm not exactly on my high horse here as far as you shouldn't have far-right leaders considering the mess we're in. But I will say this. Other than Bavaria, Austria, but other than that stuff early on, weren't you the first ones attacked during World War II? Weren't you one of the first countries attacked? And that was bad? You know that was bad, right? You know the authoritarianism was awful. And Veronica says, I have a pendulum, little afraid of it, don't know why I have it. Oh, you shouldn't be afraid of it. Well, I value honor and value your feelings. I don't know why you would be afraid of it, but that's a different discussion. Exactly, Coral. Poland is also on Putin's list. Yes. And Kevin is saying, I'll say it was probably stolen. Could have been, but really? Also, Poland, did it twig that Auschwitz is in your country? Just saying. Judgment. Really? Lovers. All right, so this could have to do with interference. Nine of Wands. Yeah, the far right, they should have come out of this feeling beaten up. Seven of Pentacles, fruits of labor. Chariot. People out in the cold, desperation. Not good. This is not good. Huh. I have to be careful showing. I haven't drawn close on all of these cards yet. So there's some I have to be careful what I'm showing you. But what I'm seeing from these cards is, what were you thinking? And if it was stolen, why weren't you doing something about that? Because this doesn't end well. And the further you go to the right, the worse it's going to be, Poland. So trust us, we know. Okay. So does Poland at 48.15? Down here, 48.15. Does Poland start aligning with the serial killer? Okay. These are cases, I think it's another case of anti-immigration. But with the war right there. Wouldn't you think? So will Poland start aligning? You know, there's really ugly astrology happening this year and next year and 2027. I realize that, I mean, what I'm getting here is that with the war right there are Polish voters who might have been thinking that they feel very small and vulnerable. They don't want someone who they want somebody who's going to be bolder, more obnoxious. Fear. This is fear-based voting to keep Poland safe. But what keeps Poland safe is Russia taking its stuff and going home. The main thing I'm getting is just fear. So whew. Oh. Hang on a second. Sorry. Sorry. There are big fires in Canada, and I'm so sorry, Canada. I hope things get better soon. But it's coming down into the U.S. and oh, yeah, we know about the allergies. Thank you. Tony Clifton, is Poland secretly stupider than we are? Actually, all I'm getting is fear. A whole lot of fear. Becca from House of Lenormand is in the chat. Hello, Becca. Do follow House of Lenormand. She is awesome. Hello. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Jennifer. All right. I want to make sure I get to Ukraine because at 52 minutes in, Julie Hoffman was asking, how badly did the Ukraine drone barrage on Russia cripple its ability to harm Ukraine? Will the fires at air bases spread to do critical damage? Will Russia mount an effective counterstrike? Multiple questions here, but really it's about the war. It's really fascinating, the use of drones, the sheer numbers of drones. And apparently one of the things, because there's jamming, you can jam the communications with drones. There are a lot of these drones, they've started using this very, very thin fiber optic cable. So these drones are like, they stay linked to the controller, which is wild considering the sheer, amount of distance that these things are going. And then once the drones do what they're doing, or kamikaze themselves into whatever, those fiber optic lines are still just on the ground. And so you've got these amazing videos of people walking through fields, and as they're walking, there are all of these lines across that they're just pushing forward as they're walking. Mr. Dill, today's my birthday. It's your birthday too. I'm turning 55. Congratulations and happy birthday, and thank you for that. It makes a huge difference, but happy birthday. Happy birthday. Also, Claude, thank you. Gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. But anyway, the videos are amazing. So, okay. All right. I mean, I've seen video of, it's basically just a camera on Russian somethings, and they're just randomly just going up in flames. Oh, Sandra, it is random, just so you know. Thank you. Wow. Okay. It's amazing what Ukraine has been able to do with what little they have. Honestly. It's amazing what they've been able to do. And then just turning around and taking the fight back into Russia. This is a victory card, victory, achievement, success. And then the world card. About Russia and the war. And has anybody seen Putin? Has anybody seen the serial killer? Last I heard, nobody had seen him for a while. And I'm not saying that anything happened to him. I'm saying that the paranoia level is off the charts. Although I have heard that in theory, there's supposed to be peace talks, more peace talks coming up. Maybe he'll go. I can't imagine. He's so paranoid. And there's the fighting, the war, the giant weapons. Lewis says Putin's on the Ritz. Putin's on the Fritz. That was good. Beth says he's probably in a bunker somewhere, chicken. Yeah. Yeah. Russia been beaten up. Well, you started this. Yeah, Ukraine's standing up for themselves. Putin started this. It's like, oh, it'll be over in a week. No. Waiting for a ship to come in, but there's the hangman and refusal. Why are you dragging this out? Putin, cut your losses. Rule of holes. When you are in one, quit digging. Okay, that's just Putin. What is this? What is the hanged man here? It may be that Putin has reason to be that paranoid because there are so many Russians who are sick of this. I understand if you listen to Philip Ittner, he talks about how a lot of obviously not everybody's, but a lot of the Russian identity has to do with, empire, that kind of thing. But all right, Russia, what's going on? They're not strong enough. They've destroyed their economy. They're destroying how many young people have lost their lives. This is just bad. And it's just the cult. This was a terrible decision. It's all out in public. You've lost. Russia is so weak overall compared to even where they were, but the cult is still culting. Joyce Matthews is asking, how do you say chicken taco in Russian? Valerie from Sage the Scales Tarot's in the chat. Hello, Valerie. A general who coordinated the bombing of a major oblast was killed in a mysterious explosion. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Oh, asking about the Russian. Lewis looked it up. Or he's fluent in Russian. So sorry. Alabama Cajun is talking about the Hanged Man card. Traditionally suggests that he's there of his own accord. The card is meant to represent self-sacrifice more than it does corporal punishment or criminality. Thank you. Or it could be a suspension of fighting, which is what I'm hoping. I'm not getting. I just have this ridiculousness continuing for at least a while. There's no good reason for this. Anyway. All right. I don't know that there's anything to read on for this last thing, but I did want to let you know that something good in the world. California developers built the first neighborhood that is resistant to wildfires. KB Homes Dixon Trail community is designed to the Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety's highest level of protection against direct flame contact, radiant heat, and embers, which helps to meaningfully reduce the likelihood of wildfire spread. Will we see more disaster-proofed homes becoming the norm? Yes, if you can afford it. But it does become a matter of time before this kind of thing is necessary. They have actually, like, even just because of climate change, do you know how, if you look at a map of the continental U.S., you can see the growing zones, the kind of bands, horizontal bands across the country, what you can grow when? They've had to revise that and move everything up. Because of climate change. So. There could be some regulation, but with this Lover's card, I mean, I understand this has a different meaning because that's an archangel, but his hair's on fire. I don't know if it'll, but yeah, you've got to come up with regulations. Too many people. The first pig made his hut out of sticks, and the big bad wolf huffed and puffed, and yeah, fire regulation. It's just what's coming. It's just what's coming, but we're going to make it through. All right. Well, all right. So I've been on for more than an hour, but thank you for joining all of us. Thank you for joining me. It's 1:22 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. Sarah will be there today as well. You're always welcome to join. Links in the description. We just focus on our projects. Can be absolutely anything you want to do. But we focus on our projects for 25 minutes at a time. Then we take 5 minutes, let our brains recover, encourage each other, then go back in and do another 25 minutes of focused work on whatever it is. But we just do this every day, just making progress, not talking about politics. So yeah, people who show up, you'd be amazed at how much people are like, yep, I got this written, I got that taken care of, I took this. So we're just being productive. So you're always welcome over on the Creative Sprints channel. Links in the description box. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow because I always am. Every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, I am here. And other than 2 emergencies, I've been here for over 5 years. So we'll go through the news together. will go through the news together. You will be reminded that you're not alone, that we are in this together, that there are good days ahead. So hang in there. All right. And I'll see you later. Take care. Thank you.